bad news of Kerr Kriisa being out. Who do we replace him with? Does Chandler, does he get more minutes? Will Perry get more minutes? Will we see a lot more of Brea on the floor now? That's 5 to 6 guarantee assists every single ball game that we're going to lose from day one. So how do we replace him? We talk about how deep Kentucky really is. Are we really that deep? Because this is really going to force a player like Chandler, maybe. And what do you guys think? Who's going to step up and going to get those minutes that are now lost by Kerr Kriisa? Are we deep enough as a team that we can overcome this? Because let's be real, this is a foot injury. Now, he's not as tall and big as most guys. So maybe the injury, maybe he can heal faster because he's not going to be carrying around a whole lot of weight like a big power forward or a big center will be. You know, if it was Williams, it was like 7 foot tall with the weight and everything going on. Maybe Kerr Kriisa will actually heal faster. But we can almost guarantee that he's probably going to be out until look. This is what going into the second week, or this is the second week of January. We can almost say that we won't. I mean, I'm sorry, of December. My apologies. This is like the second week of December, so we can almost say he's not going to be back until February with this injury. How severe is it? It could be the middle of February. The point is, we've always liked to use the phrase "we are deep." We are a deep team. So how deep are we really going to be with him out? How does Coach Pope replace what he gave us? Now look, he might not be out there scoring the most points. He might not be out there being the most flashiest player on the court, but he gave us something because his role was energy. He gave us so much energy with the way he played basketball. Now, some people may not really care that much for him. I don't know why. I mean, this is college basketball. Guys are making mistakes. I get it. But I still think Kerr Kriisa is a very vital part to what we're trying to do here at this year and how we're trying to hopefully get somewhere when it comes March. And I think he's going to play a big role in it. But he's out now. So who's going to step in and take that place? Look, we just came off a mega win against Gonzaga, which in one, being a Kentucky fan and being Kentucky, we don't use that phrase coming off a mega win against a certain team. But we're in a situation now where when we get big time wins, because we haven't had them in so long, now this is a big deal. But we're Kentucky. Why is beating Gonzaga such a big thing? Well, it is. And then we turn right around and get the bad news that Kerr Kriisa is going to be out. Sometimes we can't catch a break here at Kentucky. We just can't. We start rolling, we getting things going, and then a key player goes down. Now, we don't even know how long Butler's going to be out. I mean, you got to think about it. It's a long season, so you want to prepare for the long Western. But when you have a big game against Gonzaga and your number one point guard can't even play, that's a little alarming. It just is, because Kerr got that start. Now, if Butler has to miss against Colgate, who are we starting? Now we gotta go with two different. Well, we still need a point guard, which I guess that would have to be Brea. But you have to But then again, you can actually bring Brea in and start that ball game, and you can have Jackson Robinson running the PG1. He did a fabulous job at game. His hands was forced, and I guess as Coach Pope said, I don't want to play point guard anymore as far as for Jackson goes. But Jackson held it down, and he did good enough for us to win the ball game. He played smart ball, didn't turn the ball over, kept it, and kept his guys at length. That's a superb job. So I have to sit here and I have to ask myself, how deep are we? And can we, and is that what we got to look forward to for the next couple of games. Now, I get it. We got a really simple game coming up. Now this is when I kind of wish we had some. Well, not really. I was gonna say I wish we had some more softer games coming up, but not really, because we need to know who we are without having Kerr Kriisa in the lineup. We just do. We need to see which one of those young guys is ready to step up. Now, I asked a question on Facebook: who steps up in this place, and who gets the minutes? Not many people. Some people was very optimistic about Perry getting some of those minutes. A lot of people were saying no, he's not ready. We need to give those minutes to Collins. I don't know. Like we're gonna have to figure out just how smart and just how savvy Coach Pope is, and how he gets this job done, how he figures this out. And we know he's a smart dude, and we know he's gonna get in there. He's gonna fix it. I mean, look, hats off to what he was able to do for Kentucky going into the halftime, and then being down by 16, and then getting our guys to stay composed about themselves, and then come out in the second half and look like a totally different team. The whole second half. Like, where was you guys at in the first half? But Coach Pope calmed them down, says we got this. Let's see what we can do. And that's exceptional. I mean, that's a superb job. And I love some of the words. And after every ball game, check it out as well too. Thank you for subscribing as well. Thanks for subscribing and hitting that like button. After every game, I try to ask a question. Give me one word to describe this ball game. And I mean, it's so many different phrases that people use. It's so many different phrases that people use to describe. Let's see if I can find one right here. The page right here. One word to describe the Gonzaga game: good coaching, magical, amazing, heart, amazing, tenacity, Pope, unbelievable, nervous, winners, wow, fantastic, outstanding, exciting. Someone said, Stuart Allen said, I was sitting behind the bench. We were timid, not banging boys when they came out second half was big difference. Appreciate that, Stuart Allen, for that comment right there. Hope you don't mind me using it in the video. But I want to start doing this because it's always good to hear what fans really have to say. And if I get some good comments, someone says determined, fighters, coaching, focus, fight, tough, determination, dogs. Jeff LeDuc said dogs with three blue hearts. Scott Carr, determination. Gary Michael Nelson, grit. These are some ways that we describe our Wildcats. But will we be this same team moving forward with the absence of Kerr Kriisa? Can we be this team that can still get one of our freshmen and says it's time? We told you to be ready. Just stay ready for this moment. And your moment has come early in the year. Are you going to be ready? And I think the players and the coaches will definitely have these guys ready to go and have them ready to play. Me, not worried. My co-host, Brian Carter, not worried. Our bigs look good in the second half. They came out, they did what they were supposed to do, and they took care of business, and they allowed us to stay in that game, get back in the game, and win the ball game. So big shout out to those guys too as well. And this is on Facebook as well. Thank you guys for all your comments and everything that you got going on. Subscribing to the channel and stuff like that means a lot to me. Liking the video, it means a lot. And I think this is just a representation of the excitement of what BBN is feeling about this basketball team. And is it our year to really make some splash? Look, we took that horrible loss earlier in the week to Clemson. That hurt us. We know that when the top 25 comes out, Kentucky's going to fall. Now that they beat Gonzaga, will they actually stay in the top 10? I don't know, because they lost to Clemson, which is unranked, into the top 5 on that ranking. Gonzaga. Why this AP poll is very good news for Kentucky's NCAA tournaments. So I'm looking at it right now. Let me see if I can actually see. Kentucky moves up one spot to number 5 in the latest coaches poll. Stays in the top 5. Ooh, okay. So I'm looking at it right now as we speak. Let me turn that down for a second. So, man, Kentucky even taking a loss. So this is all my natural reaction right here because I'm just now seeing where we actually at. If this dang on thing would go off, because I'm not sure where we at, but this is pretty freaking cool. We stayed in the top 5. So it looked like we failed the 5 because we was 4, but I'm still waiting for this to go so I can actually see. I don't need that. Let me go over and see where Kentucky's actually at in the new rankings right now. Because Kentucky plays, okay, so the women's team, they stayed at 14-2 as well. They play tonight, Tuesday, where is Wednesday, something, where do we play? So Kentucky stayed at number 4 after losing to Clemson. I take it. We yeah, baby. Look, I'm pumped up about our Wildcats. I don't care what nobody say. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about what we got going on right here in the present, and our Wildcats are continuing to get better. So I leave you guys with that same question again. How do we replace Steve Kerr? How do we replace Kerr Kriisa in the minutes, and who's going to step up and do it? Is it going to be Chandler? Is it going to be Perry? Would Noah find his way somewhere in there with a couple of minutes too as well? Do we see a lot more of Brea? If Butler's not going to be able to play with, if Butler's not going to play against Colgate, which I probably wouldn't. If he was hurt against Gonzaga, I would probably hold him out one more ball game. I just would. So therefore, as you looking at Brea getting the start, because Kerr Kriisa's not there, so Brea's got to get the start. So how do we make up for those assists? How do we make up for just the energy that Kerr Kriisa brought to the floor? Tell me in your comments down below after you subscribe if you haven't, after you hit that like button, and can we find a way to get this done? I think this video has been lagging because I'm trying not to look at the screen as a whole, but I see it kind of just keeps flopping back and forth. So my apologies in advance for that as well. But let's go Cats. Let's get this W. Let's keep going. Please leave your comments down below. I appreciate your subscribe and likes. And until next time, do me a favor, guys, and go Cats.